The Joe McMillan we've seen so far in this series is a very manipulative one.
How did you get these?
He has taken the reins at Cardiff and bent the rest of them to his will.
And it was mid-February and cold. I mean, bitter cold.
Joe is a guy who doesn't want to open up.
Is this another lie?
Why do you care, Cameron? I mean, honestly.
He's built a perfectly crafted image for himself that he finds useful in getting done what he needs to get done.
Your whole thing, it attracts people, but it won't keep them around.
What keeps people engaged in a project and makes them ultimately want to follow you is an authenticity, and there's a real question about whether or not Joe has that.
If you want to lead people, you have to show them who you really are. Otherwise, you're just a $1,000 suit with nothing inside.
Finally, we bring our creation to life.
Let Bosworth do it.
Bosworth has become a real mascot, and the team really feel like he's the father figure.
Boz, do it.
Yeah,
Boz, go
Boz, go.
They see the real deal in Bosworth, as opposed to Joe, who is somebody that is opaque to them.
Time comes when you gotta grab your balls and jump, am I right?
In terms of human connection, the team felt like Bosworth was the guy to do it. And I think Joe wishes that was him.
I think Joe is a little baffled by that. I think he doesn't fully understand why he doesn't fit in.
It's very hard to rally around Joe McMillan. There is the flash, but is there the substance?
He's never really cared about fitting in, but to have people like him will make him a more effective leader at what he's doing. Not bad.
The celebration of turning on the computer has made them both realize that what they started in the garage is actually going to happen.
Are we good?
He's reaching out, trying to do the right thing to say, like, look, I understand we've been through our ups and downs, but let's bury that. We got a computer here. We're making headway. We should celebrate.
She's creating an interactive OS that's anticipating the needs of a user. So she's working within the system to create something that's better than the system.
Our computer's gonna have a personality.
Cameron is someone that seeks connection through technology. It's a place she goes to feel kind of heard and responded to.
I need an additional 384K of RAM.
No. He just finished the computer. And now she said, redo the entire layout.
It needs to be something that people can fall in love with.
She needs the computer that Cardiff Electric is building to be more than another boring beige box.
We can do that. You're scared.
It makes him not feel like he is the one. He is the genius. Tell me you told her it was out of the question.
I don't know. She might be onto something. The idea of a soul in the machine is compelling to Joe, and that's what she looks for in him. Is there a soul in that machine?
It's a thought experiment, and I'm considering it.
Well, don't. Just don't.
I think emotionally it's a threat to Gordon because he feels in the moment that Joe has to choose between the two of us.
I'm in charge of stopping idiotic things from happening, and you can trust me. I'm not screwing the product manager to get my way.
What?
He wants to undermine her authority that she has in the office.
I need that module for the OS, and I need it today. Any questions?
Are you banging Joe McMillan?
Gordon's using that as a weapon, even if he's doing it subconsciously. That's something that's really destabilizing to her, and she's going to go on the attack.
Gordon.
What?
She's reacting to Gordon having some sort of sense of domination over her life by being able to shame her in front of her coders.
You were incredible last night.
You got stuck in the hurricane. Do you have anybody you would call?
I think in that storm, Joe finds something within himself that he is surprised by.
I don't.
That is the desire to connect with someone, to have someone.
Show me what you've been working on.
Don't be rude. Computer's talking to you.
Joe is enough of a visionary to know that sometimes the idea that scares you is the one that you need to bet on. I think there's part of him that wants to take those risks, as embodied by Cameron.
I think she uncovers beneath that there's a really fascinating sort of damaged person that shares a lot of her own pressure points. Things that make them tick are very similar.
I fell 3 stories and landed on a fence in the front yard.
It represents him taking down a barrier he's been keeping up deliberately for a very long time, being authentic.
I spent most of the next 2 years in a hospital bed.
It's a new Joe McMillan, and it's a shade of him he never intended to show.
Cameron,
Underneath, they're two kind of chaotic people who get each other.
Yeah.
This is really good.
It marks a major turning point in the relationship between Joe and Cameron.